Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. Welcome in. Today is, oops, let me do this. Today is Sunday. So many things going on, and I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. It's gonna be kind of fun. Let's take. I'm gonna bring up a couple things real quick. About some things that I did in Vegas. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful day. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Bring these over. Hold on one second, guys. A lot of stuff going on at once. Okay, I think this is going to work. All right. Gonna talk about the Texas trip. Okay, I fixed the entire so I fixed the entire clicky thing, so we're good on that. You guys want to talk about the Texas trip? We're gonna do a video about the Texas trip here in a few seconds. Okay, let's see here. All right, you guys ready? How did I fix the click? Oh, I updated the firmware on the mouse. Apparently the mouse's firmware doesn't connect with the new version of Windows 11 update. Okay. Let's do this. You guys ready? Here we go. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. I'm back. You know where I was? You do? Great. Where was I? Because I don't know. It was a complete blur. I don't know what was going on. No, I'm kidding. I was in Vegas, baby, and just want to give everyone a story of a 5-day trip that, for no other reason than the forces of nature, became a 10-day trip of chaos, mayhem, and a little bit of fun. Okay, so some of you know this, some of you do not. My name is Old School Nerd. Duh. What a lot of you don't know is my name is also Richard, and Richard has a day job. Actually, it's not a day job. I haven't worked a day in my life. I work about 60 to 70 hours a week at my other job when I'm not in front of this camera. And I'm an observability analyst, a consultant per se, engineer, admin for observability for a financial company. I'm not naming names because that's not the point. And I'm trying not to get fired. Yeah. So, there is a company called Dynatrace. Now, if you don't know what Dynatrace is, look it up. It's an AI run, generated platform that covers observability, analytics, front end, pretty much end to end, from back end to front end observability service, dynamics, logistics. I mean, companies that utilize Dynatrace from the top down become extremely efficient and usually have really good profitability. Companies like United Airlines, Princess Cruises, F1 teams, like a lot of high-end companies use this stuff. And also mom and pop companies can use it too, because it can be geared to any size. Anyway, so they have, it's a really good tool. It's an outstanding platform. I've been using it for about 2 years now. But every year they have what's called Dynatrace Perform, and it's usually held in Vegas. And this year it was held in Vegas at the Venetian Resort, Casino, Hotel, the giant complex, campus per se, that is the Venetian. The Venetian is basically exactly what you think. It's a resort designed around the city of Venice in Italy, however, much cleaner, and it is not sinking as far as I know. So anyway, I was planned to go to this on last Sunday, which I'm going to look at my calendar because my days are all mixed up. I was supposed to arrive there last Sunday, the 25th. Remember that day? The 25th, and I had 2 days of training, the 26th, the 27th, and then Wednesday, Thursday were supposed to be the conference where you talk to the companies and you do workshops and all this other stuff. And then I was supposed to come home on Friday, the 30th. Okay. I'll be told the only thing on this trip that went to plan was me coming home on the 30th, because as you know, the 31st, which was yesterday, we had our up and coming stream. So yay, at least the end of the trip went as planned. Which brings us to Wednesday, the 21st. Why am I going all the way back to the 21st when I'm leaving on the 25th? It's because in the United States, for those who do not know, or people who even care, we had a major Arctic storm come through the central and southern part of the United States, crippling air travel. And for those who do not know, I live in the southern United States in the state of Louisiana, which is on the Gulf Coast. And I live in a city called Lafayette. We have 180,000 people in the city, 250,000 in the county/parish. And we have a regional airport. It's a brand new airport. And remember that it's a brand new airport, and that's going to come in handy because of what the story as it unfolds. So we go to this place, and we're planning to go. I'm leaving on the Sunday, and my coworker, who's also named Richard, Don't forget that point. Yeah, I know. So we have different last names, so it works out. So, and our direct supervisor, manager, team leader, whose name is Irene, who you're going to find out really quick is irrelevant to the story after the first 8 hours of this story. Poor thing. Who's in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. Now, we go back to the Wednesday because we find out on Wednesday 2 things. This storm is going to be big, and we use a travel for the company I work for. We use a travel service. It's a company that arranges travel for people in the company, blah, 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 blah. You select the trip, your days, and they assign you flights and they assign you hotels. But I know I'm staying at the Venetian because I'm in this conference. But they assign our flights through American Airlines. That is also very, very, very important. And I'll tell you why after this. So we find out on Wednesday that the storm is going to be bad. So bad so that already travel warnings are beginning to go out for anyone who's having to fly on Sunday. They're saying if you're flying on Sunday or Monday, don't. Because the weather's going to be so bad that they're expecting major, not only problems in the southern United States, but when you start having the American Airlines, like we spoke before, their hub is in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. And that hub is going to be inundated with ice and snow. Also, hubs of Memphis, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia are also supposed to be affected. And that's pretty much where Delta Airlines and other hubs are there. So it's not just going to affect those areas, but America's infrastructure and travel network relies upon a schedule of planes crossing and landing and exchanging routes to where different routes can be consolidated to make it work. When one of those legs falls apart, the whole wheel becomes unstable. Remember that as well. So they start warning us that you might want to adjust or keep an eye on your travel plans. That's on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, we find out that our supervisor, manager, team leader, Irene, has to leave immediately for a family emergency. Uh-oh. So my counterpart, Richard, and I, and our team leader were supposed to be going to this conference together. Already we're finding out that our team leader has to leave on a family emergency. And so she's hoping to be back in time to join us in Vegas, but she might be a little late. She may show up on Monday or Tuesday, right? So, okay, do what you got to do. It's a family emergency, and that's the most important, right? We know that. Family first, everything else can come after that. So my buddy Richard, my counterpart Richard, lives in Florida. I'm not going to tell you where in Florida. That's not the point. Florida's way over there to the east. It's in warm weather area, right? He's not getting the alerts that I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of alerts because for American Airlines, the airline that I was assigned by the travel company we use, their major hub for anyone leaving Lafayette, Louisiana, where I live, you know where you fly to? Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. The first city that's going to be impacted by this major winter storm is Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. So they're already telling us, get ready. Okay, fine. So, so I immediately start getting these notifications through the travel agency, the travel company, about possibilities of rebooking free of charge if you need to. I also know that it takes the travel company a long time to make those adjustments. So I am immediately thinking to myself, I asked the travel company, can I go directly through American Airlines as long as I use our confirmation number if they want to make automatic changes, because their booking system is run by an AI component as well? Can I just use them to save time? And they're like, as long as it doesn't change your destination or the cost of the flight, you can do whatever you want. Because it doesn't affect your company, it doesn't affect us. I was like, okay, cool. So I went on to American Airlines site and they were like, there's no way you're getting out on Sunday. Sunday, we expect the Lafayette Airport to either be shut down or all of its flights to Dallas will be shut down because Dallas will not be accepting flights. Here's something people don't know about the airlines. The American travel network in the airport network, the domestic airport network in the United States has regional airports, which are smaller, that feed into these big hub terminals like Dallas-Fort Worth. The problem with that is if Dallas-Fort Worth is expecting freezing rain and snow and all these other things, the Dallas-Fort Worth airport can operate in winter weather conditions, just like any major airport. But to keep things safe, it takes longer to make sure the runways are ice-free, to de-ice planes. So that takes time, and time causes delays, and delays cause cancellations, which means they can't handle as many planes. So they start to delay or cancel flights based upon priority. Of course, your long-haul big airplanes coming from other international airports, the big Airbus, the giant Airbus 380s or 787s or 777s, 747s, the big airlines coming in, heavy long-haul aircraft will have a priority, right? And then going down the line based upon the airport and how many people they're moving, that's the next priority. My little airport in Lafayette, Louisiana is the smallest commercial airplanes you're going to find, and they get cut first. So already American Airlines is saying, Friday's not looking good. It's Wednesday, and they're like, Friday's not looking good. So I was like, okay, what are my options? What about we fly you out on Saturday? So by Thursday morning, this is Thursday morning, okay? Thursday morning, you guys know that I'm preparing for the last D&D stream before I leave. We just finished What the Hell Wednesday. You guys were here last week. I mean, the week before last. Oh my God, it's been so long. The week before last. And we're hanging out and we're doing that stuff. And I'm getting these messages on my phone. And everyone keeps wondering, why am I being distracted while I'm doing reactions? It's because my phone right here is just, and it's American Airlines. And American Airlines is canceling and rebooking me, trying to get me to my destination. And it sets me up for a flight on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. But instead of going to DFW, it's avoiding DFW altogether because of the storm. And it's sending me to Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way on the East Coast of the United States, because the weather won't have reached there by Saturday. So they expect me to fly from Lafayette to Charlotte, North Carolina. If you need to bust out your maps to look where I'm talking about, that's fine. So they want me to fly from Lafayette to Charlotte, North Carolina to get there. Fair, no problem. Okay. So I get on an airplane. You know what? Let's do this. I've got an idea. Let me pull up U.S. map with major cities labeled. Okay, I'm gonna do this for you. Let me find a kind of a nice map that'll. Is this? Got one. I got one. Okay, this is gonna work. Okay, let me do this. I'm gonna help you guys out. I'm gonna make this so much easier because for a little bit I was like, you know what? I'm asking them to accept the fact of something that they can't quantify, especially those of you who do not live in the United States. That's not really fair. So let me move this right here. Okay, I'm gonna cut this in. Okay, I'm gonna cut this down. Okay, all the way to here. I'm gonna cut this here. And I'm gonna cut this here. Okay, this is the interior of the United States. Okay, yeah. See, I'm trying to help you guys out. All right, ignore Alaska. I'm not going to Alaska. Okay, I live basically just above this E right here, okay? In this little area of the Louisiana right here. Here's Houston, here's Dallas-Fort Worth, okay? I'm trying to get to here, Las Vegas, all the way to the western corner of the United States. In fact, I'm gonna put a dot where I want to go, okay? I'm gonna try to put a dot. Let's see here. I'm going to try to, I don't think it'll let me. Okay, so on the bottom of the map where you see New Orleans, where it says Louisiana, right there next to Texas, where between the words Baton Rouge and New Orleans is where I live, okay? Now, originally it wanted me to go to Texas, in North Texas, where it says Fort Worth, Dallas. Fort Worth, Dallas in the top of Texas right there, that's where DFW is, that's where the Cowboys play, that's where I'm trying to go all the way out here to this side of the map right there to Las Vegas, Nevada, all the way. So I'm trying to go west. So now it has booked me to go east Okay. If you look all the way on the other side of the map, you'll see where it says South Carolina, just over by Georgia on the East Coast. And if you go up, there's a town called Charlotte. Yep. So it wants me to go all the way to the east. Fair. Okay. Fair. Makes sense. Okay. Because it wants me to go east to go around the storm that's coming in. Fair. Keep in mind, this is Thursday. So it's going to go from Lafayette to Charlotte, Charlotte to Vegas. Whatever. I'm there a day early. I let my team leader know. She's like, it's no problem. We expected that. Find a hotel. You're good. Contact the travel agency. They put me in the MGM Signature Towers on down the strip from the where I want to stay. Fine, whatever. I'm being flexible. It's cool. But I've also let all of you know by then that I have no chance of doing an up and coming stream. So I say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the up and coming stream on Friday and we'll be okay. You know, I was trying to come up with ways to figure it out. That's Thursday. The weather changed abruptly. Thursday night into Friday. And this is where everything goes sideways. So Friday morning at 4:30 in the morning, my time, I wake up to the sound of my phone trying to jump off my nightstand next to me. And I'm thinking it's a work problem or one of my kids is having an emergency, something like that, you know? So if it's one buzz, fine. If it's just trying to jump and dance off it's just nonstop. I pick up my phone and I see this. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's just, and it is literally at 1:30. It says my flight has been canceled, been rebooked on another flight for 11:24. Okay. An hour later, that's been canceled, rebooked, canceled, rebooked, canceled, rebooked. So by the time I wake myself up at 4:30 in the morning, I see that my flight has been canceled out of Lafayette on Saturday. All 3 flights have been canceled. And the last message I get at 4:30 is, all flights on the day of your travel have been canceled. Please contact AA.com, AmericanAirlines.com, to rebook your trip. I am immediately awake and panicking. All right. Excuse me. So I pick up the phone, I go to the site, click the button, go to the link, and it says free options at no charge to me to rebook to still get me to my destination. And it shows me the only flight available is Friday. It's 4:30 Friday morning. Not Sunday, not Saturday. The day of that I'm waking up, it says flight now available, Lafayette to Vegas, 10:30 in the morning. So it's 4:30 in the morning. And I'm like, this is crazy, but I got to do it, right? If I intend to get there, I need to go. But to do that would require me to bill an extra 2 days. Now, instead of 1 day, it's an extra 2 days of hotels, meals, and expenses in Vegas, which is an extremely expensive place to be if you've ever been there. Or I don't go at all. Now, here's the thing. Remember I told you that my supervisor team leader went away for a family emergency? She went away to Africa. She lives in Memphis, Tennessee, which is dead center in the map on the west coast of Tennessee, if you look on the map. And her family, and she was born in Kenya, Africa. So she had to fly home to Africa. So she's literally on the other side of the planet, which at 4:30 in the morning, my time, was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Her time, she was online. I got lucky. I explained to her quickly on text what was going on, but I needed her permission to go this early because it added a whole 2 days of expenses. And her exact words were, I kid you not, you need to be there, whatever it takes, as long as the travel company is, if it's part of what they recommend, you do it. I need you there. Yes, ma'am. By the time I was able to communicate what was going on in text her and everything else, it was 5:30 in the morning. 5:30 in the morning, flight leaves at 10:30, 5 hours. That's doable. Remember, there's a winter storm coming. I have a bunch of plants outside I need to bring inside. I have to prepare the pipes for the winter weather to make sure they don't burst. I have to try to communicate to Chelsea and my kids to make sure that they are prepared to do the things here in the house to prepare and manage for cold weather so they don't have any problems with broken pipes or electrical problems or anything like that while I'm gone, because I'm a good head of household. So I take that flight and I hit submit. As soon as I hit submit, it says that flight is no longer available. That flight is no longer available. So I hit review other options. And it shows me a flight out of Lafayette for Friday, the day I'm waking up, at 7 a.m. It's 5:45. It's in 2 hours. The flight takes off in 2 hours. I'm sorry. No. It's 5:45. It leaves in an hour and 15 minutes. The flight leaves in an hour and 15 minutes. I was originally scheduled to fly out on Sunday or Saturday. I have not packed yet. I haven't adjusted my up and coming videos, which is why we didn't have an up and coming video last week. Hadn't done anything. Thank God I had pre-packaged and pre-edited all my reactions for the trip ahead of time with all of you. And I looked at the next flight. I'm thinking, okay, what am I up? There's got to be other options. There were other options, but all after the storm. I either leave in an hour and 15 minutes, or I don't go until later in the week, which is not, I can't. I have to be there before it starts. So I hit submit, and I look over at Chelsea, who's asleep, and I push Chewy out of the way because he always sleeps between us. And I look at her and I say, I can't explain what's going on. I'll explain it as we do it. I leave on an airplane in an hour and 5 minutes. We got to go right now. Now, I talk about how amazing my wife is all the time. She's my best friend. She's the most creative person I know. She manages my calendar. She manages me. She keeps me grounded. She's the person that I could go anywhere with and know I'm gonna have a good time, because we're that close. Like we make each other better people, and we enjoy we're each other's best friend. At least I think so. But without missing a beat, she goes, get in the shower. I got this. So I jump in the shower. I wash myself. I jump out of the shower, brush my teeth, deodorant, powder, wipe dry, get all this stuff going, pack all my toiletries in the go bag, make sure I have all my medications, go bag, and I step out of the bathroom in 15 minutes. In that 15 minutes, she has gotten the bag out, packed 3 pairs of pants, 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, a hoodie, my fleece, all the work polos that I like to wear, a shirt for a restaurant, some t-shirts, some shorts to wear around, my flip-flops, and an extra swap out pair of shoes just in case these shoes get wet or damaged or ruined before I'm out of the shower. Done. And she goes, put your ditty bag here. I'm packing your CPAP. And she says, go make sure of anything you need to make sure of in the house. So she's packing my CPAP machine, which I have to wear to sleep. She puts that in the bag. She closes the bag. It's done. While she's doing that, I wake up Amy, and I just want to make sure everyone knows that both Amy and my daughter Caroline are also superheroes, because being young women, Amy's 22 years old, Caroline is 16, to go from 0 to, hey, wake up. I need to give you guys a list of things you guys got to be watching for so we don't have problems in this winter storm, because normally I'm here to do that. With no prep, no nothing. I go through everything. Amy's making records. She's doing all this other stuff. And I can't turn the camera around, but I can tell you right now, in the media room on the other side of this camera is every tropical plant that was outside. They've been here all week underneath plant lights. So they're all in here. She moved them on in here herself. I didn't have time to do it. She did it. That was after I left. So we left. So I got the go at 5:55. 5 minutes, I was in the shower, and then 10 minutes after that was 6:10. The flight leaves at 7. So at the 50-minute to go mark, we pull out of the driveway. I'm driving. I'm going very fast. We get to the airport. My wife drops me off. I've got my check bag, my backpack, everything I have on me. I hit the gate. I give her a kiss. She, knowing what she's doing, doesn't even bother to ask me. She loops around to the pickup lane just in case I can't get online, just in case I don't make my flight. She's like, if you don't make your flight, if we have to go to New Orleans or Houston and you have to take an alternate route, by the way, New Orleans and Houston, New Orleans is 2 hours that way. Houston is 3 hours that way. She's like, if you can't make this flight and it doesn't work, wherever we got to go, we'll get you there. That's my wife. My wife is the wing person any person would want logistically. Like, she is so flexible and she's always thinking about the things that I don't think about. If you think I'm bad at scheduling and you think I'm bad at keeping up with everything I'm supposed to do on this channel thing, if she wasn't in my life, I might as well stop. It would be horrible. Okay, enough kissing my wife's ass. Let's move on. So I get to the desk for American Airlines. There's one gate check person there. Now, kudos to Lafayette, Louisiana. They have a brand new airport. It's like 3 years old. It is super modern, great logistical, great everything, but it's a small airport. There's 5 gates, 3 airlines. It's small, but it's modern. So there's no like Bubba who was trying to load the plane and everything is modern and set up. She had me checked in. She brought my bag directly to the plane because she knew it wouldn't have a time to go through the little carousel thing. Went up through security. There was nobody there because it was, early in the morning. I walked right in there, walked right to the gate. And 5 minutes after I walked up to the gate, they called my group to board the plane. And I was on the plane. And for those of you who follow my Instagram, you will see that message from Friday where I'm just like this, because I am losing my mind. We've been speaking now for 33 minutes and I'm just leaving the house. This is going to be a long video, but it's going to be great, I promise. So I fly to Charlotte, North Carolina, which on the map, if you look at the map where it says Louisiana at the bottom, in the middle, it says Baton Rouge, New Orleans. I fly from there up and to the right to North Carolina, to the town of Charlotte, which is where it says North Carolina over there. Just look down and to the left, Charlotte. So I'm there. So in the air, I have no internet, right? Because, do you realize that to this point, I selected submit and I took the flight and got on this flight knowing I was going to Vegas, but I have no idea when I'm getting to Vegas and where else I'm going. So I look at my tickets. I land in Charlotte and I have a 4-hour layover in Charlotte where I'm making the video on my Instagram about the Lego store, right? And the Coach bag place and that stuff. I make that video in Charlotte and I look at my ticket and I realize I'm not going to Vegas. No, there's a reason why I left the top of this map open. If you look all the way in the upper right-hand corner of that map right there, you will see New York, New York. Just to the left of that in Pennsylvania, you see a city called Philadelphia, Philly, home of the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Phillies and Philadelphia. It's way up there. I'm going there. Again, not going west. That is not in the direction of Las Vegas, but that's where I'm going next. I get on a plane. I fly 2 hours to Philadelphia, and I'm in Philadelphia for another 4 hours. And then and then that's where I take a picture of the other Lego store next to the Coach store, which is hilarious to me. I get some more food and I get on a plane from Philadelphia to Las Vegas. Now, because there's a winter storm, the jet stream has dropped out of the Arctic. Now, the jet stream is super high-speed cold air that travels in the United States west to east all the time. It's always west to east. That is the prevailing wind. It's at very high altitudes and it's very, very fast, right? It's like 150 to 250 miles an hour and it's always moving. It goes from west to east. So if you're flying from the west coast to the east coast in that direction, your flight's usually faster. If you're flying from east to west, flights tend to be a little slower because they're going against the wind. Well, this happens to be against the wind from an Arctic blast out of the Arctic northern reaches of Canada, going from west to east. So a flight that should be 4 hours and 10 minutes is 6 hours. Now, for those who don't know how large aircraft work, commercial aircraft fly in the 30,000 plus altitude range, 30,000 feet, or 1,600 meters. When you're flying at that high, the air temperature outside the cabin can range between a negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit and negative 160 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very, very cold up there. So commercial aircraft do not necessarily have air conditioners. They have heaters. Those heaters are located in the main cabin areas in the center of the aircraft, above the cabin and below the cabin. And based upon where they generate the heat, air circulators, those little nozzles in the aircraft, circulate the air through the cabin, thereby dispersing the warm air and dissipating the cold air, and it keeps everything at even temperature. The fans weren't working on the plane. Well, they were working, but not very, like, it was like going, rather than, it wasn't doing a lot. So it wasn't really moving the air. And where we were seated, it was in the area of the heaters. So the ambient temperature in our part of the plane was 30 plus degrees Celsius, or about 85, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, the whole flight. So it was a hot summer day in our part of the plane. And if you walk to the back of the plane where the restrooms were, they were wearing blankets, hats, and gloves because they were freezing to death. 6 hours of that. Whatever. I land in Vegas at 11 o'clock. I'm in my hotel at the MGM Signature Towers at 11:30. So I check in, and there's 3 towers at the MGM Signature, 3 giant towers. I think they're like 50 something stories tall. I go in there, I check in, they tell me I'm in Tower 3. Okay. I go to Tower 3, and there's 3 older ladies with me, 3 little old grannies that are going to Vegas. Ah! So excited they are. I'm just tired. So we go to the elevator, and there's 6 elevators. We push the button up. I've got to go to floor 11. They have to go to floor 22. The door at the elevator at the end of the hall opens up. We go up to it. We walk in. It is covered in vomit. The floor has vomit all over the floor. There's vomit all over the walls. Vegas, baby. And they're like, oh, I'm like, hold on. We'll get one of the elevators, ladies. At that point, I'm like taking care of the old ladies, right? So we let that door close and we push the up button again. That one opens up again. Because if you know about elevators, whichever one is at your floor keeps opening. And those old ladies are like, what do we do? And they're like, should we call someone? Well, it's 12 o'clock at night. There's nobody in our tower. So I take the stairs to the second floor, because it's me. I take the stairs to the second floor and I push up, which brings that elevator up to the second floor. And at the same time, I yell down to them to push the button again. And they push up, so one of the other elevators comes down. So I trick the elevator. We get in the elevator. We get up there. We get checked in. Check out my Instagram. It's got the video of my MGM suite at the MGM Signature. It's a cool room, whatever. So I'm there a day and a half. I hate it. I'm by myself in Vegas. A lot of you would like, that sounds like fun. It's horrible. Remember, I am not a rich person. I know people think I am because I'm on YouTube. I'm not. I have a lot of bills. My kids have medical bills. I have medical bills. You know, life. Everything's expensive, right? You go to Vegas, everything's 3 times more expensive. It's rough. I'm on a company trip. I can't just blow up the company's credit card. I'm trying not to get fired in Vegas, right? So, but I'm also bored. So I make a bunch of videos about how much I hate Vegas, which is the joke, but everyone in Vegas thought I was personally making fun of their mother. Not my fault. She's a whore. Sorry. Vegas is actually quite fun. So that Saturday night, the next night, my buddy Richard, the other Richard, shows up. So I pick him up at the airport and we go there. He's also at the towers at MGM because apparently it's the cheapest hotel you can get on the strip when you aren't at your regular hotel. So we spend the night there that night and we wind up going to the Venetian on Sunday. So our regular check-in at the Venetian is on Sunday. So now that we're talking about that, let's go to that. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this, no, I don't want to hear about thanks for watching. Okay, so we go to the Venetian. Now, if you've never been to the Venetian in Vegas, it is a literal community neighborhood thing. It's got the Sphere that everyone's heard about. I've got pictures of the Sphere on my Instagram. That right there, that is my room. The room with the platform down, that's the room I wound up getting. There is a canal that runs through the whole hotel. And the Venetian can best be described as a multi-leveled community, more than it is a hotel or casino. So where you see the canal, that's on the second floor, by the way. Yeah, okay. So on the bottom floor, if you look at my Instagram, I have videos about this, and I'll be showing some more videos later. When you go there, they have, okay, this is actually my room, and I'm not kidding. My room is exactly like this. It was a bi-level. The Sphere was outside my window. I have videos of that. That was kind of cool. Shin Lim is there. Didn't see Shin Lim. Ashley Simpson, I do not care. I'm going to try to check out, let's see. Okay. Hotel. Okay, the Venetian. It really, okay. So it really does look like this. It really looks like this. It is crazy. It is crazy elaborate. I have videos on my Instagram showing all that stuff. I'm going to be posting some photo dumps on my Patreon. Please check them out for the behind the scenes pictures that I have. But there's all these, okay, the resort. Okay. The resort part of this is kind of bananas, okay? They have all this food, all these restaurants, all this entertainment, and they do have the casino, but I do want to show something that people may not know about. Okay, here we go. The Grand Canal Shops at the Venetian. So it's like a giant mall, okay? And in this mall, it's weird, okay? So when you go to the Venetian, number one, you're overwhelmed by the fact that you look like you walked into the Vatican or, you know, Michelangelo's castle. And it's just, it's so ornate, it's overwhelming. But then you walk through a casino. If you've ever been to a Vegas casino, it is a free smoke area. So I'm not a smoker. I'm allergic to smoke. So walking through the casino made me immediately sinus, whatever. Didn't like that. But you don't have to. From anywhere in the Venetian, you can get to anywhere else on the second floor. So if you want to avoid the casino, you can by going to the second floor. On the second floor, the convention center and the front and the back and the Sphere and all these places are actually connected by a series of these walkways. And it's around this canal, which literally is a canal with these gondolas that go through the whole area. And this is St. Mark's Square. There's the gelato place right there. And what's really cool is at night, these street lamps light up. During the day, the sky is brighter. Like, let me put it like this. The other Richard and I, after Monday, did not leave the hotel. We did not even have to go outside once because everything you want is in here. All the food is incredible. It can be a little bit on the expensive side if you're not used to it. Like if you live in Los Angeles or you live in New York or you live in Seattle or you live in San Diego or DC or someplace, the food is about normal. But if you're from South Louisiana the cost of living is lower, so the food prices to us are double what they would be back home, and it's like overwhelming. But there is a food court with a Popeyes and a Chipotle and what's the Panda restaurant? The Chinese food, something Panda. It's got everything, right? So you can go get cheap food if you want. Yeah, Panda Express. Thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate you, babe. So I'm live on Twitch. So they have all this other stuff. Now, I do want to get into a couple things that I really, really, really enjoyed. There were two places that kept the other Richard and I from going crazy when we weren't in the Perform conference. Now, before I go any further, let me also say this. Dynatrace is a very, very large company. And when they put on their Perform conference every year, they go all out. They go super huge. The technology is through the roof. AI on everything because that's what they do. They feed us during the day. The training is immersive. Special guests, the chats, the breakout sessions, the workshops. From a technical standpoint, it was nerd paradise. If you're a technology nerd and you were there and you were in the industry, it had everything you wanted. Awesome, right? But when you're not doing that, you're in a building that is an inside, very, very clean Venetian resort. After a while, you can get bored. Richard Armstrong is the name of the other Richard. And I discovered something inside the Venetian that kept us busy all week. There was two locations. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Panic Room Escape Experience. Yes, there are escape rooms. There's a whole escape room place in the Venetian. And it was probably the cheapest experience of anything to do. It was like $40 a person on the first one. And then if you rebook, you get half off. I was like, what? So it was so cheap compared to everything else. Oh, you also get to bring so there's a bar and a lounge. You sit down and they have all these drinks, and there's the bar right there where you check in and everything. And you can pick your game, but then once you pick your game, you can also like we did this one, which is okay, so we did that one. That one was pretty cool. And we did this one. We did Wizard Trials. All right. So I can tell you right now that both of those trailers were filmed in those actual escape rooms. Letting it now, the blonde-haired wizard and the old Merlin were not in there. The ghost little girl that scares the crap out of you in the first one, not in there. It's an escape room, but those were actually filmed in the rooms themselves. I will give a shout out right now. I did pretty good in the wizard one, but in the Haunted Manor one that we did, my buddy Richard got us out of there. I was not happy. I don't like porcelain dolls. I don't like scary stuff, and that's fine. Here's also, now they're all different difficulties, from the ones that are just fun, you could do with your friends for the fun of it, all the way to the time machine right here, which I can tell you right now is a 30% success rate. Yeah, it's not easy. There's also one, because it's Vegas, they have one right here. It's 18 and over. It's called The Morning After. Think of the movie The Hangover, but at an escape room. It's super easy because everyone that goes in there is probably drunk. A bachelor or bachelorette party. It's one of those. I think basically you have to get out of the hotel room before the angry husband or wife shows up. Anyway, okay, so anyway, I want to make sure that I talk about this, and I want to make sure that I share this with everyone. If you're at the Venetian or anywhere on the Strip and you want to do something fun that's not Vegas expensive, but you want to enjoy a good experience at a good price, Panic Room Vegas at the Venetian is probably the number one spot. It's kind of secluded. It's kind of out of the way. You don't have to worry about a lot of traffic. It's up on the 3rd floor next to the Atomic Bar. And no kidding, this is exactly what it looks like on the inside. Like literally this is, okay, granted, there's not going to be a zombie outside and there's not going to be a wizard sitting out there, but this is exactly what it looks like. I think this is just a 3D image in there. There's the rooms right there. Okay, I want to say this, and I want everyone to look at me right in the face. The Panic Rooms are awesome. All of the rooms are at least 2 rooms. Each one is at least 2 rooms. This is why I think these are my favorite escape rooms I've ever been to. You have hints that you can ask for at any time. And you do have unlimited hints if you want them. However, you don't have to use hints if you don't want, but you know how they have those operators that operate everything and watch you on camera? The operators at the Panic Room know the room immensely, but they can also watch you, watch the time, and know if you need a hint, because they know how much is still left to do. They are really good about knowing how you're going on, how you're talking. They listen. They're watching how you're talking, how you're communicating, how you're solving puzzles. They can see how good or how bad you are at it. And based upon how much time's left and how many things they know are left to do, they may give you a hint without you asking for one. They'll pop it up either vocally, or they'll pop it up on a screen that you read, and it could be an easy hint that's obvious, or it could be a riddle. It could just a little. The idea is they want you to complete it where you don't feel like you got too many hints, but they don't want you to fail. Now, if you want, you could push a button on the screen that says, I don't want any hints. And they're like, good luck. Now, you can also get your drinks at the bar, and they have themed drinks if you want. And there are places to put your drinks in the escape room. Bring your alcohol with you. It's great. The rooms are great. The operators are great. The staff is what makes it fun. The staff at this place, there's not a single bad attitude. There's not a single person in there that isn't happy that you're there. I'm going to shout out a couple of names. There's a guy named Gregory who was a bartender there, and there was a host who was hosting us, checking us in, and hosting us on the first night named Lily. And Lily was amazing as a host because she helped us with our drinks. She helped us go to our room. She helped us on the kind of setup of where everything is and how to, because we had never been there before. And she made it really interesting and easy for us to know exactly what we needed to do to enjoy our time. And then the next day that we went, which was 2 days later, we went back for another one because I told you if you rebook, you get a discount. We went back and she was our operator and we didn't know. So she was running the games in the control room. And so she knew us and she was like, yeah. So to Lily and to Gregory and to all the people at the Panic Room in the Venetian, chef's kiss. Outstanding place to go. So if you ever go there, that's where you want to be. All right. Now we're going to talk about some other stuff. Also in the Venetian, in St. Mark's Square, is a unique experience called the Sandbox. For those who do not know what the Sandbox is a immersive virtual reality system where you and a group of people, up to I think it's like 5 or 6 people, a group, can go in to this place, and you can go and get my kid was texting me. So you can go in there and they give you the helmet, and there's sensors on your wrists and on your ankles and a vest for hits for hits. And there are various scenarios that you can do. I'm gonna play the 2 that we did. The first one is from the movie Rebel Moon on Netflix. This was me, the other Richard, and 3 guys that we met at the Perform conference from another company. The 5 of us went to dinner at Buddy V's. That's a great Italian restaurant. It's amazing. And then we went here, and I'm going to play the videos for you because, yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the trailer.
Did he say that if we step off, we die?
Yeah, that's me.
I think so. Sorry.
Brakes offline.
Damn it! Hang on!
Brakes offline. Stand by.
Hang on! The exhaust vent! Dodge!
Woo, that's the other side.
Yeah, they died.
Ambush!
Attack! Lay down suppressive fire!
Yeah, I'm in the front of the screen. I'm the guy in all black. That's me right there. Yeah, I was a hot chick.
Watch it!
The nest! Don't hurt them! Hurt them! It's
Cannon!
firing! Look out! Yeah!
Oh boy!
Fighting like a rebel!
Okay, now, as we're doing this, you notice that they actually, if you go and do this, you get videos of your performance. You get to see the video of you playing. So it's not just that you get to go do it and then that's it. You can go download your videos and enjoy them. That's nothing. Here we go.
Ambush! They're everywhere!
Yeah, I'm in the front right there.
Watch it!
I need to lose weight. I really do.
Grenade!
All right, hold on. But there's more. Oh no, hold on. There's more.
All right. Time to blow off some steam and dance. Yeah!
These are all the guys.
Shake it out! Woo!
Yeah, we were the Powerpuff Girls. All right, so we did that one. Now, I am going to bring up some videos. I'm going to bring up some videos. I know some of you may not want to know about this, but it's going to happen now. But let's see if I can find them. Okay, here we go. All right. Armstrong and I, the other Richard and I also did another video, another experience. And this one was for the new Deadwood Valley, but it's called Deadwood well, I can't remember the name of this stupid one. It's the newest one from the Deadwood series. There's also a Squid Games one, and there's one for Stranger Things. There's a wizard one, a pirate one, but there's like 3 zombie ones. This is the latest one from the Deadwood series. And it was just the two of us. The only thing about these videos is I have desperately got to lose weight because I was wearing a red shirt and all you see is my belly. It was a lot. It's a lot of me. So it's the other Richard and I, and we were by ourselves in the scariest thing I've ever done. But at the same time, you get a gun, so it's not as bad. You just kill them all.
Hey, team! What happened?
Why'd you say it like that? Yeah, we gotta.
There's more. Beta team. What the hell is happening?
Oops, sorry.
Infected! We all have to see each other's eyes. We're coming in from above. Infected with their mind. Hang on. Acid! Get back!
Oh shit!
Welcome to Phobia.
Okay, so it's Deadwood Phobia. That's the name of it. So we did that, and then there's this one. And they come pretty fast. Okay. In these VRs, they're not just spray and pray. You have to aim. You have to aim, and headshots do count. Headshots do matter in this game. They are on you so fast, and they come from every direction. It's crazy cool. And then there's the last one. We did a dance party. Yeah, so I was the MVP. My accuracy was C, but I killed 140. And because our team leader Irene couldn't make it with us to because Irene couldn't make it with us and she was still stuck in Africa on a family emergency and couldn't make it back, we called ourselves Irene's Boys because we love her. All right, so Sandbox VR. That's pretty cool. It's actually a really interesting place. They're all over the country, around the world. They're in all different countries and stuff. There's one in Houston, close to me. But if you're in Vegas, it's in the Venetian. There's Deadwood Phobia. We did that one. There's we didn't do Squid Games. We didn't do Stranger Things. We did this one right here. I heard that Valley's pretty crazy. There's this one, which is D&D based. This one is robots. This is the original Mansion one. This is Davy Jones. It's kind of like a Sea of Thieves, but it's pirates. Yeah, so there's different experiences. It's pretty cool. So yeah, we did that. So that's what kept us from losing our minds in this place. Now, so it was a crazy week. I wasn't used to the dry air. Had to stay hydrated. The Venetian is an incredible hotel. If you like to go someplace that caters to everything you need and you don't need to leave, I do enjoy the Venetian. I think it's a great theme. I do enjoy how you can go up to the Venetian shop area with the canal, and you don't even have to go to the casino area if you don't want to. The Sphere is there. It's the Sphere at the Venetian. Like when you see the giant Sphere, the immersive Sphere theater, that's on the Venetian grounds. It's on the strip across the street from the Treasure Island and what used to be the Mirage. The Mirage Hotel used to have the volcano in the front and had Siegfried and Roy and the tigers and everything. That's no longer there. They're building the Hard Rock Casino. They have the base, the body of the guitar made. They still have to make the neck of the guitar. It's going to be hundreds of feet tall. It's going to be crazy looking. But yeah. So I'm a person that doesn't necessarily like Vegas. I don't gamble. I don't drink. I don't party. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a metal show there, but I'm a big nerd. I do love going places, and it's the kind of place, the one that's the pyramid one. I'm live on Twitch, by the way, right now. People are asking me questions. The one that's the pyramid is called the Luxor. It's all the way down at the other end of the strip. So if you look at the strip and you're looking at the strip, at the very end of the strip, on the very bottom end is the stadium where the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders and where they have WrestleMania. Yeah, at the Allegiant Stadium, that's at the very end. Then you have the Mandalay Bay, then the Luxor and the MGM. And as you work your way up, you have different like Planet Hollywood and the Cosmopolitan and the Viva, and you have Caesar's Palace and the Bellagio, and you keep moving up, and then you run into the Venetian, and then you have the Wynn behind us, and there's the one that looks like an old castle. There's all these different, yeah. No, Henderson is a little bit outside of it. It's called Paradise. It's actually called Paradise. Yeah, if you look at Google Maps, they've really done a good job for Google Maps where you can really get down to detail, zoom in really close for detail on Google Maps there. Because if you just take buildings, like if you go on Google Maps and you're looking at some place on how to find somewhere, normally it's just lined out squares of buildings. In Vegas, if you do that, you'll get lost because everything is so detailed and everything is not square. So you need details. It's a really cool thing. You can also do the Google Street View, which is kind of cool in Vegas just to see it. Now, if you love a city that has everything you could possibly want up to 1,000%, Vegas is your place. If you're more of an introvert and you just like to chill, Vegas may be a little overwhelming for you because we went during the slow season and it was overwhelming for me. However, I found that it was a really interesting time. I know we had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. And Dynatrace puts on a great conference, which is awesome. But I'm glad to be home. I think the 7 days that I was gone is actually the longest time Chelsea and I have spent apart since we've been married. And I know that when I landed back in Lafayette, I wanted to see my kids, I wanted to see my dog, and I wanted to just grab a hold of that woman and not let go. And that's how I feel about it. Now, if you go to Vegas, do not go by yourself. It is not a city to go by yourself. It is without someone to go, oh my God, do you see that? And someone to share the experience with, it can be a little numbing. It's that overwhelming. Also, you need to be able to know how to remember things. So like if you're going through the Venetian, if you don't remember where if you just walk and not pay attention where you're at, you can get lost. It's not a circle. It's not a straight line. It is it's a spaghetti bowl of hallways and stuff. Luckily for me, Chelsea will tell you, people that know me will tell you, I'm really good that once I've been through some place, I always remember how to get out. So it's weird like that. So anyway, that was my trip to Vegas. I wound up being there way too long. But while I was there, I had a good time. And but I'm home now. We're back to it. Obviously, you see me here in this room, which means I'm back to normal, whatever that means. But will I go back to Vegas? Well, if the opportunity comes to go back again next year for the Dynatrace conference for Perform 2027, I would be honored to go. It will be in the Venetian again. I would definitely do it if I got the opportunity to do so. Would I like for Chelsea to come with me? If she bought her own airplane ticket, I might sneak her in my room, Vegas style. I think she would enjoy it. She loves architecture. She loves Italy, so she probably would like this. Yeah. So if you're ever thinking about going to Vegas where you want to enjoy Vegas, but if you need to kind of have some quiet time, the Venetian's great for that. It can be glitz and glam and energy. It does have those spots, but in this spot here, you can sit here in the Venetian canal area, and the only thing you hear is the sound of the water and the sound of gondola oarsmen singing. It's pretty cool. All right, everybody, I'm home. Welcome back. And yeah, we'll see you probably tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later. All right, fuck it. Where were we? I saw some people were doing some stuff. Let me pop over to the announcements. I was in the other screen, so announcements don't work. Let me go ahead and fix that for you guys. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Old School Nerd. Yes, we are live on Twitch. Yes, I was doing a recording of a video, so no, I was not really paying attention, but I am now. How's everybody doing? I'm glad everyone is here. Let me do this real quick, and I'm gonna pop through these real quick. Welcome in, everyone. All right. All right, so let's get started. We have a lot of stuff to record, so we're not going to fuck around too much. I mean, we are going to mess around. Let's not. Also, for those who are keeping track at home, there was a mess up on the up and coming list on Patreon. Somehow my video for entry number 1, Endless Exam, got put with another video. I have since corrected it. The ones on Patreon are now accurately represented. So that's awesome. All right, we've got some reactions to do. Let's get to that right now. Some of you have asked for some. I'm going to pop into those real quick. Welcome in, everyone. I see Yotam has one. We have a few people that have them. So let me go into, I think the first one we have is from Lone Wolf Poetics. I believe it is for his, for the Dax one. So let me take a look. Yeah, we're going to do these and then we're going to keep going. Got a lot to do today. And don't get me wrong, we will be back tomorrow. Do not panic. Do not panic. We are doing all the fun stuff tomorrow as well. We'll be doing video games tomorrow. So video games, come and enjoy us. I think I'll be playing Warzone again, which I do. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's take a look. All right, another Dax one. Interesting. It's called Temptation. Let's check this out. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Vegas, baby. Sorry.
Temptation's outside knocking at my door. I won the battle last night, but I'm still at war. I starve my flesh and feed my spirit with faith. Then raise hell till it's up at heaven's gates. Temptation creeps into an idle mind. Lack of purpose is the place seeking pleasure resides and feels safe. Temptation loves fame, serves ego and pride. Mama told me 2 wrongs don't make no right, so I pray. Temptation makes slaves out of lustful eyes.
Excuse me.
It'll rob you of your happiness and pay you attention with lies. In that darkness, you'll find shame's not worth your time. Then appraise your sin for the cost of peace of mind. Temptation creeps into an idle mind. Lack of purpose is the place he can pleasure his eyes and feel safe. Temptation loves fame, serves ego and pride. Mama told me 2 wrongs don't make no right, so I pray the temptation away. Down by the river down, in the garden where the snake tempted Adam and Eve. They ate the fruit, and from those seeds grew the roots of this family tree. It's why we struggle, it's why we fight. Our mother's nature, father time, the human race, but fall behind. Dying to live, but all living to die. For goodness sake, we've been atoned for sins and given God's grace. Stuck in this Babylonic world we can't escape. Going to war with demons every day. The soul and spirit break, that's why I pray. Temptations outside, knocking at my door. I won the battle last night, but I'm still at war. I starve my flesh and feed my spirit with faith. Then raise hell till it's up at heaven's gate. I raise hell till it's up at heaven's gate.
She's turned, dude. She's gonna eat you. Ah. All right. So there you go. All right. So that was some Dax, man. Pretty cool, dude. Thank you so much. That was good, Lone Wolf. I appreciate you very much for that one. All right, we got another one to do. This one is from Visibility Zero. I think it's the Starset one, the new one from Starset. We Are Empire. Take a look at that. All right. Starset always does really good stuff. Wait, hold on. Which one are we doing? We Are Empire transcribed official. Yeah, so this is okay. So I'm assuming the lyric one's the newest one. So let's check that out.
How can the world be saved? They fight to feed these flames. We'll set the past on fire and rise from the ashes higher. We are empire. We are empire. Look at what we've done. Everyone's a gun. Got everybody looking like a target. Go and take your aim, find someone to blame. Funny how you don't know you're the mark yet. Fire away, kill it all. Tonight we are not afraid. This is our destiny. How can the world be saved? They fight to feed these flames. We'll set the past on fire and rise from the ashes higher. We are empire. We are empire. When all the love is dead and all the light is spent, and it's all cast away and it's all jet ascend, I will be there. The rise after the fall. The plans of mice and men have gone to dust again, into oblivion, until the end of earth. We will be there to rise after it all. Empire. One by one, back to Hayfield. One by one, overall. We will never born to kneel. One by one, over it all. At the beginning, back at the end. At the beginning, back at the end. How can the world be saved? They fight to feed these flames. How can the world be saved? They fight to feed these flames. We'll set the past on fire and rise from the ashes higher. Empire. We are
Yeah, Starset really, to me, Starset is probably one of the cleanest. Um, and I'm gonna refer to them as cinematic metal. They do have a lot of various style choices, and their creativity is through the roof. But I refer to them as cinematic metal because it almost seems like their music could be the backing track of an epic movie in almost everything they do, which is awesome. Give me 1 second. I spilled something. I need to get a towel. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I spilled my coffee like a moron. right, we are back. Okay. Okay, we have another one to do. Let's keep going, guys. We're doing well. Let's keep going. I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having fun. I'm glad to be back. I missed you guys so much. Have a good one, Brits. Okay, let's we got another one to do. We got the one from Yotam, so let's check this one out. Yotam. Yotam. Yotam tam 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 tam. Check this out. Moron police. Pikachu. Oh, that's not what it says. Pachinko. Part 1. Here we go. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. Whoa! Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Whoa! Welcome in all the amazing people from Germany. What the fuck? Oh, okay. I wanna, okay, welcome in, everybody. Let me, I don't know why that's doubling like that. It drives me crazy. Hold on. I know why. Hold on. I got it. There it is. Wow. All right, so everybody, if you're not following, okay, Der Pytho? I'm not gonna say your name right. I'm so sorry. So he started his channel about a few years after me. That's awesome. That's okay. I gotta go check him out now. Okay, everybody. After this, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. My name is Old School Nerd. We're checking out some music today. I've been gone for 10 days. I'm finally back. Went to Vegas. Don't ask. It's a long story. I'll be posting that video tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Welcome in, everyone. I tried. You got to be honest. Let's be honest. The fact that I'm a dumb American and the fact that I got it 99% correct, dude. Right? Right? I mean, I feel great.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Well, fuck you too.
Okay, well, thanks. All right, moving on. We're checking out this band that Yotam, my buddy from Israel, sent me. Moron Police, called Pachinko. Okay, let's keep this. Let's keep this pretty cool. Let's keep it going. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Are we the? Oh, wait, hold on. You say their favorite song by that group is "Teabag Your Grandma." Let me ask this: are they like Nano or Steel, but Norwegian instead of Italian? Am I close? Kind of like that. I try to react to, it's funny because all of you are like, we love your Sabaton reactions. We love your Electric Callboy reactions. We love these reactions. All of you are the ones who picked those. Did you guys know that? It has now become evident from a lot of people that they realize that all the reactions that I do that everyone says, oh, we love it. I film them here live on Twitch, and I do them because people ask me to. All of my reactions that I do come from y'all suggestions. So when people are like, you know, you do all these, it's like, it's because bands and my community asked me to do them. So it's kind of funny that this comes out like this, but yeah, it's where it comes from. It's from all of you. I would never have done a Electric Callboy song if somebody had not asked me to do one to start, or a Sabaton without somebody asking me to do one to start, or, you know, things like that. So it's all because of you guys.
I want to be a pretty boy. Fires that believe in me.
Good night, Primal Papa.
Pretty boy. I want to be a pretty boy. Fires that believe in me. I want to be a pretty boy. And when you're feeling like the world is going overboard, slow me down and come around. And when you're feeling like the world is going overboard, slow me down and come around. Sing in the darkness, flowing around you, taking a while to see me there. All the people shove my head above the clouds. Songs that will know you, songs that will love you. I am the balm of Gilead. Let me know you, there's no reason to be sad.
Look chaotic, they're fun.
My name is Pachico, I sing the flamenco. My songs are something you never can forget. I'm gonna be married to the stars. My name was Pachico, I sang the flamenco. My songs were something you never can forget. I'm gonna be smashed among the stars and bring you freedom. And I cannot wait for the ocean to swallow us all inside a watery grave. Are you going to save me? The light is gone. If it ever was here, well, I might as well be walking the sun. Are you going to save me out in the rain? What do you think about the constitution?
Okay. That was really, really long, but it was really fun, so it's worth it. All right. Uh-oh.
Are we good enough to be level 20 fighters in D&D? Buy, sell sword arts and min-maxed.
Okay. I will definitely teabag your grandma at some point. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, God. I have a feeling this is going to be fucking weird. Here we go. Jesus.
Is the fighter from D&D. Realistic. In case you guys didn't know, we are playing D&D.
We've got an awesome campaign coming up called Min-Max, where we've got other weapons tubers like Blumenek, Jacques the Whipper, Instructor Pensei, us!
And it's being DN'd by Tater the Bard. Go check out all our socials.
In the campaign, I'm playing a swashbuckler rogue.
And I'm playing a champion fighter.
Now, everybody's gonna start off at level 5, but that got us thinking.
What level would we actually be in D&D?
I think we might be a little bit more powerful than level 5. And to test this, we're gonna put D&D to the test. To test it. Testily. Test it.
You're starting to test me.
Test my patience. Go to the next take.
So today, we're gonna start with the fighter.
We're gonna start at level 1 and then ascend levels and skills and see if we are truly min-maxed. So according to the 2024 rules of D&D, the fighter gets mastery in 3 simple or martial weapons.
I don't know, David. Do we have mastery in 3 different weapons?
I don't know. Do we?
Extraordinarily humble.
These guys are fucking stupid. If you want to make a video, make a video. You don't have to be dumb while you do it. They're very... they're hype bros. I've seen a lot of weapons videos, and they're instructive, and they have a tendency to be a little boring because the people are not very charismatic that are weapons masters or whatever. These guys are too much. They're like making videos for 5-year-olds or like little kids. For someone like me that respects sword art and weapon art, getting through this shit is almost too much to where I don't enjoy the rest of it. It's entertaining, but it's for a younger crowd that has very little. They're hype bros. They're well-trained hype bros.
D&D, mastery with a weapon has a specific effect.
Like the longsword has a property called sap, which means if you hit your target, they have disadvantage on attacks against you.
And this makes sense, because if I'm, say, good enough to hit you in the hands over
Ow.
and over
Ow.
and over
Ow.
again.
I'm gonna have a hard time attacking back. And then there's the rapier, which has the mastery property Vex.
Basically, if you successfully hit your opponent, you have advantage on your next attack against them.
Which is actually very accurate, because once I stab my opponent once, I've established dominance, and they know there's no way they can beat me. Peasants.
There are a bunch more mastery effects. In fact, every weapon in D&D has one.
But I don't care, so we're gonna move on.
Okay.
All right, Clark, what else do we get at level 1?
Well, we also get something called a fighting style. David, tell us about your fighting style.
Well, I suppose it depends on the weapon, but let's talk about rapier specifically. I tend to oscillate between kind of a counter-fencing fighting style, where I let my opponent come to me and I pick them off, or if I notice they're very stationary, very guarded, I like to wait and see when they have an opening and blitz in. And then if we're talking about longsword,
David, you're way complicating all of this. A fighting style is basically, do you use one sword in 2 hands, like in great weapon fighting, or do you use one sword in 1 hand, like in dueling, or do you use a shield, like in protection?
Clark, I do all of those things.
Yeah, but at level 1 we have to pick one.
Is that fun?
David, come back! We have to finish the video! Pick one!
Fine. If I had to pick one, because I'm a stupid level 1 fighter, I would pick, even though I'm good with everything, I would pick the dueling fighting style.
And I would pick the great weapon fighting, which is what I'm doing in the campaign.
All right, I think we've established that based on stats alone, we'd at least be level 1. But I think we have to do the physical demonstration.
You're gonna make me run now, aren't you?
You love running.
It's true.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so this only goes to 25 feet, so we're gonna go to 15 and then pivot. Clark, go ahead and hold this end. All right, here we go. All right, pivot. That's 30 feet. Cool. 30 feet. All right, Clark. 3, 2, 1, go.
Less than 2 seconds.
Go. Go.
1.91. 3, 2, 1, go.
211.
Go.
211. You're very consistent.
1, go.
214. So I got 30 feet in 1.91 seconds.
And I got it in 2.11
seconds. Dwarves are natural sprinters.
I'm a distance runner.
So we both did it with about 2 seconds, leaving us 4 seconds to do our attacks. All right, guys, this is gonna be my toughest challenge yet. I've got to get to Clark and hit him in 6 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah!
3 seconds. Okay, run 30 feet and attack 1 time. I got this. 2, 1, go.
3 seconds.
That was a power attack, which does extra damage.
I was laughing too hard, so I didn't press it.
D&D is not a real game. It's not based upon real rules of physics. Neither are these guys' videos. Just saying.
Time.
Next, we have to talk about Second Wind, the ability to mid-combat draw on your well of power and spontaneously regain hit points.
That's fake. Ain't nobody healing with magical willpower in the middle of a fight. But that doesn't mean this doesn't have some truth behind it, because with adrenaline, assuming you don't have like severe damage to a tendon or some system that lets you move, you can fight through.
Moron police teabag your grandma.
A lot of pain.
We do both have adrenaline.
Yeah, I fought through a lot of stuff, like when I definitely cracked my ribs, broke my fingers, kept fighting. There was that one time that I busted my knee pretty bad, I kept fighting. Oh, my nose got broken and I kept fighting. And I've definitely pulled some stuff and kept fighting.
Yeah, so we both fought through injury, so we're gonna say we have Second Wind. So we've passed level 1.
With flying colors, I might add.
So next up, we have level 2.
No. I am not gonna sit here and go through all these baby peasant numbers. We're gonna jump to level 5, our min-max characters, and see if we're tougher than them. By the time you hit level 5, your fighter will have gained a couple of abilities.
One of which is called Tactical Mind.
Which basically means if you're trying to do a skill or ability check and you fail,
you instead say, nah, I'm just built different. I got this.
What do you want to do, huh?
Now, the way this is accomplished in game is with dice and math, which is boring and wouldn't work IRL.
But there is a way you could spin this where Tactical Mind would work IRL.
So if you are a tactical person and you are focused and locked in, you just wouldn't fail in the first place. And the dice are just kind of making it so that happens.
But there is another way that you could take this in which you do fail your initial action or attack.
Let's say I'm trying to attack Clark and he parries or I miss, but I see a secondary opening and I go for that. That way, my tactical mind sees all of the possibilities, which is something we do all the time.
Yeah, so we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have that skill. Tactical mind.
You'd also get your subclass.
I will be playing a swashbuckler.
Nobody cares. This is a video about the fighter, and I'm gonna be a champion, which means I have an improved critical hit.
Which means that it's easier to target vulnerabilities, which we obviously can do. Hey, just use Second Wind. Oh right, that doesn't work. Cut the commercial. This video is sponsored by
us. Buy our merch.
All right, guys, level 5. I've got to run and hit Clark twice. Let's see if I can do it. 3, 2, 1, go! Ah!
3.43 seconds.
Woo!
But what about Action Surge? I like making him run all the way back and run all the way back.
Okay, so Action Surge allows me to do my attack action again, once per short or long rest. So let's try this out. 3, 2, 1, go! I slipped!
3.52 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! Ah!
Oh. 4.7, I was expecting more. I don't know how short that was. I think it was less than this. I'm the worst timekeeper. I got distracted.
Okay, plus Action Surge, 4 attacks. Go! 4.
Why are you so close? 3.9 seconds.
You fight this close?
The last thing we're going to talk about that you should have by level 5 is tactical shift.
Tactical shift is when you use second wind, you gain extra movement, even if you've used up all of your movement, and it doesn't provoke opportunity attack. So let's say I'm in distance, I do all my stuff, I hit my opponent, and then I use tactical shift, and I'm able to get back at a distance to half my movement speed safe.
And this is kind of just basic fencing?
I do this literally every time I attack anybody ever.
This should honestly be level 1 stuff.
This shouldn't require you to do second wind. You should just do this every time. Guys, do this every time. Get at that distance.
This is the most important part of sword fighting.
I guess that means that we are definitely at least level 5 fighters.
So now, are we level 11?
Ooh. By level 11, you've acquired a couple of additional skills. The first of which is you get another fighting style, which means
you can use things in both one hand or in 2 hands.
Wow, I can finally use the longsword. I think I'm gonna like this one.
The next thing you're gonna get is Tactical Mastery, which basically means instead of using your weapon's default mastery, you can now choose to use sap, push, or slow with any weapon you have mastery on.
And this actually makes sense because it doesn't matter what weapon I'm holding, I can sap my opponent's strength by attacking their extremities to make them have disadvantage on their next attack. I can slow them by attacking the legs to have their movement speed or worse, or I can push them around, and I can do that with anything.
Well, you can do that now that you've passed level 9. You could not have done it before.
Yes, you're right. I magically learned the ability to do that when I hit level 9. Yep. It's not like it's just something that you inherently learn from the beginning of every weapon because those are fundamental skills that you should always know.
Correct.
So we've now cleared level 5, which was
very difficult.
Very difficult. So let's move on to level 11. And for this one, we've already done 3 attacks, which is what you get. So why don't we just already add action surge so we don't have to do this twice? So it's 6 attacks.
Yeah,
6 attacks. All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
2, 4, 5, 6. 4.32 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, 4.2 seconds. By this point, we have proven that level 1 was child's play.
We've proven we've far surpassed level 5.
And we have proven that level 11 was nothing to fighters of our caliber.
So let's just skip past the other fluff and go straight to
level 20. By level 20, you will have quite a few skills. The first of which is studied attack.
What this means, if I miss my attack, my next attack will have advantage.
And this is very realistic. In fact, it's a tactic we use on purpose. What I will do is something I call a probing attack. I'll attack my opponent without the intention of really hitting, but I'll see what his reaction is going to be. So in the next attack, I can capitalize on the reaction and destroy them. His entrails are outrails.
Fatality.
Can we run 30 feet, attack 4 times,
action surge,
attack 4 more times?
Again, we're gonna skip doing the standard attacks because we've already done it. So now we have to make it more challenging.
I don't know if you can.
This video could have been 10 minutes shorter if they just said, no, we can't, because it's D&D, and the rules are fantasy, because it's D&D. That's like saying, hey, is Mortal Kombat real? Can you actually pull someone's head off and hold their head up in the air while their spine is dangling down? And a voice from the ethereal says, fatality? No, we can't. Here's 10 minutes back.
I get 2 extra attacks the whole 2 extra seconds.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's an extra. That was only 5 seconds.
I got a little overzealous.
You got an extra one in there.
Extra one in there. Level 21.
Ooh. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You just sword scoffed 5.1. So I think that we have conclusively proven that we are level 20 fighters.
With time to spare.
Yeah. Y'all are the most boring level 20 fighters I've ever seen.
What are you talking about?
You gotta have an opponent that fights back.
Well, technically the rules just say that you can throw that many attacks. They might parry them, they might not hit.
Rule of cool.
Fine, we'll fight back.
You did enough attacks!
What?
They're not fighting. They're what's called parry blading, which is where they parry their blades to make it look like they're fighting, but in a real war, that's not, they're showing. They're not actually attacking. Fuck. Where's a wizard with level 5 fireball? Anyone? Anyone? Just napalm these assholes.
Chill!
What?
You're done! You did it!
We did it?
Level 20!
So with our rigorous scientific testing concluded, we have definitively,
Conclusively,
and unquestionably proven
that we
are level 20 fighters!
Actually, in the player's handbook, it says...
Mateo.
Start us at level 20. We get a lot of questions about how effective
Nope.
will whip be.
Nope, there's a limit to the bullshit. Sorry. Okay. Next. Okay, thank you, Anthox. I think Anthox said that to me because he knew I was gonna be like, fuck my life. He knew. He knew I was gonna hate it. He knew that. That was my favorite part. Okay. Let's do this one. What is this? What is this one? This one comes from Half Free. What is Half Free sending us? Seas on the Moon, the Unsaid. Ooh, and it's a 3-minute video. I don't get those very often. Let's enjoy.
What's the sound of a tear that falls if there's no one here at all? Does it echo or does it hum? If the stars blink out one by one, does the sky feel it's come undone? And does it move? Does it stun? Thoughts like rivers, they never end, twisting, turning inside my head. What's the reason and what's pretend? I chase the answers, but they suspend. If a mind looks into itself, does it see anything else? Or just a chaos in a shell? If a heart breaks but no one knows, does it bleed or does it hurt or does it heal or does it not? Thoughts like rivers, they never end, twisting, turning inside my head. What's the reason? What's pretend? I chase the answers, but they suspend, they suspend, they suspend, they suspend. But they suspend.
That was actually pretty cool. Very had a Valen kind of feel to it. Did anyone catch that? Hey, what's up, Sparkles? Hey Mandy, how's it going? Did you want to catch a little Valen of experience from that? Yeah. What's this? Wait, this is the band of Lena from Infected Rain. Not that I'm aware of. Seas on the Moon? I'm not sure. Nope. Vocals is Isomorphied. No. It does have some Lena Scissorhands in it. It's like a collaboration. Seas on the Moon is Lena Scissorhands, but yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a generated video, man. That's what people do these days. What do you expect them to do? Not everybody can just be a static bird on an album cover, Yotam. Oh, fuck. I cannot help myself. I'm in a rare mood today. Okay, let's go to the next one. Teabag your grandma. Jesus Christ, here it comes. All right, so there you go. Teabag your grandma. That was really a fucking thing just now. All right, so now that you guys have had your fun, now that you guys have had your fun, I need to do some work. Are you ready? Okay. Let me get some reactions done. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right. I'm just saying. Holy shit, guys. All right, let's do this. All right. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's OLDSKULNERD. Welcome in. I've been gone for like 10 days, and so much amazing music has happened while I was gone. First thing I did when I got home was I hugged my wife, I petted my dog, told my kids I loved them, then I went to sleep. And then when I woke up, I got live on Twitch, had some fun with my Twitch community, But at the end of having fun with my Twitch community and telling them all about my trip, I said, you know what I need to do? I've got some music reactions to make. First up, from Napalm Records, Eye of Melaine. It's called The Tears of the Dragon. I believe this is a Bruce Dickinson cover. Awesome. I'm going to have all of Eye of Melaine's information in the description below. Please check them out. Ah, so good to be back. Are you ready? I'm going to press play for my first reaction to film since my return from Vegas. Here we go. I'm excited.
For too long now, there were secrets in my mind. For too long now, there were things I should have said. In the darkness, I was stumbling for the door to find a reason, to find the time, the place, the hour, waiting for the winter sun and the cold light of day. The misty ghosts of childhood fears. The pressure is building, and I can't stay away. I found myself into the sea, release the wind, let it wash over me to a face.
It's one of those vocals that the song itself is extremely powerfully epic, right? The music is really building, and you would expect like these massive, powerful, symphonic, just explosive vocals. And they are. But there's a vulnerability in her voice that is so clean and clear. It's a personal tone. In a world of epicness, right? That these songs can attribute to in modern metal, this is so poignantly soft and approachable. It's very intimate. Ew! Intimate, that's the word. See, I'm not stupid. It just took me a bit. Sorry.
Where I was, I
This is the greatest example of the following phrase. Ready? Less is more. Now, this is an artist from Napalm Records. Napalm Records has every type of music you can imagine, from the extremely heavy and aggressive, to the symphonic, to the storytelling, to the folk music, to the comedy, to the ridiculously over the top. They do everything. And there's a lot of Napalm artists, and this is not a dig, by the way. This is just saying how it is, that can take as many possible avenues, tones, instruments, arrangements to make a song as big, symphonic, epic as possible. Layering synths, pads, orchestratal, metal guitars, bass, mega huge drums, massive vocals, and they can put as many layers and as much on top of something to bring you into an element of an experience in musical and vocal storytelling that is cinematically huge, right? Almost too much, kind of like Vegas big, baby, right? This is less is more. It's very simple. Piano, symphonic elements, acoustic guitars, acoustic instrumentation and percussion. And the scoring, the composition, and the arrangement, if any other instruments were used, would be mega huge, mega symphonically layered, and it would be a massive, huge undertaking of musical storytelling. But they never put them in. They leave it broken down to the simplistic. Less is more. Vocals, nobody's belting, nobody is growling, nobody's harsh vocaling, nobody's blasting power notes through the ceiling. They keep it soft, they keep it subtle, they keep it personal. It's almost like an intimate conversation between you and the person you love. It's that conversation you had when you were a kid with your first person that you fell in love with when you were young. And you would just sit there and you hear about those stories. Oh, we just sat in the car and talked for 4 hours. Oh, we were in the park and we just started talking and all we did was talk and it was magical. And next thing you know, it was 4 hours later. Or we talked all night on the phone. Those simple, intimate moments that are encompassing to the person emotionally without an experience. Sometimes you have the deepest connection where there's not a lot of noise. There's not a lot of outside elements to make the moment huge. The connection itself is what makes the moment huge. Less is more. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The musical elements less, but they're more. The composition is hugely elaborate. And their vocals are subtly similar, complementing each other perfectly, but there's no blasting, there's no harsh vocal, there's no belting. It's just simple. And the fact they can take you there, and it's a 5-minute song, and I don't even notice. This is the perfect example of less is more. And it's absolutely wonderful. Incredible. Wow. That was absolutely wonderfully incredible to me. Eye of Melaine, Tears of the Dragon. All right, everybody, now's your chance. Go check this out. If you enjoyed this reaction, please check out the original. Of course, this is magical as I'm saying it is. If you're here for this, you know that. Check out all of Eye of Melaine's information in the description below. Please check them out. I can't wait to hear more from this album, more from this band, because this is exactly the relaxation I need after a chaotic day. This just brings peace and beauty to an otherwise crazy existence. Ah, metal. All right, everybody. With that, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this smoke ball together. We'll see you later. All right. Yeah, my camera obviously got pushed over a little bit while I was out of town, probably by my cats, because the cats are insane and they messed up my camera a little bit. So I'm a little bit off at the moment. Okay, there it is. I was struggling with it. The camera was cockeyed the whole morning and I wasn't sure why. And I realized just now that it was because obviously the cats bumped it while I was gone. Typical. All right, here we go. We got 2 more to do. We have to do before I leave because I need to submit these for review so I can post them this week. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. You see it. I see it. Shepherd's Reign, a brand new one. I see a log drum. I see big hair. I see Samoan goodness. It's called Tau. T-O-A, Tau. It's been a while since we've seen anything from Shepherd's Reign. You guys know that I'm a huge fan of these guys. And they've checked out my reactions in the past. I have loved how far they've come, bringing the power, the passion, the history of the Samoan culture right in our faces through metal. Here we go. Shepherd's Reign, Tau. Guys, don't forget, I will have, it's Toa. Toa. Holy crap. I'm sorry, guys. Toa. My bad. Yeah, I'm American. I'm not good at this. But yeah, I try. Okay, so here we go. Shepherd's Reign, Toa. All of Shepherd's Reign's information will be in the description below. Please check them out. Here we go. Epic time. Are you ready? You're not, but I'm pressing play anyway. Yep. 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 Shepherd's Reign. If you're not subscribed to them, Polynesia band from South Auckland, New Zealand. It's a Samoan band. They focus on Samoan music, but to produce music, got to be out of Auckland, kind of like Alien Weaponry is out of Auckland, New Zealand, because yeah, it's if you're in Micronesia or Polynesia in the South Pacific, that's where you go. It's like they're Los Angeles, I guess. There you go. Yeah, it's incredible. Please check them out. Looking forward to new music, a new album. It's Shepherd's Reign. I've loved these guys since the first time I heard them, and it's never going to change. They are the history and culture of Samoa in musical form. It's passionate, it's aggressive, it doesn't take prisoners, and neither do they. And with that, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this smoke ball together. We'll see you later. Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. Welcome in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Old School Nerd. I'm back. And so is our Mirage. This one is called The Chase, featuring Elwood Stray. Timo and the boys have another one. This one looks kind of, the last couple have been a little different for them. Passionate, yet there was some heartfelt stuff. Of course, Timo and Armirage put out that video, the song that he wrote for his wife on, as their proposal song. That's awesome. So yeah, but this one looks a little bit more brooding. It's called The Chase, featuring Elwood Stray, presented by Rising Empire Records. I'll have all of their information in the description below. Are you ready? You are not. I do not care. I'm pressing play anyway.
On the ceiling, whispering things I shouldn't know. My hands are maps of wounds that they are never healing. And every mirror showing different eyes. Glass cracks shattering under the weight of my disguise. Yeah, tracing lines where rivers used to flow. Searching for my deathbed, surrounded by the crows. Seizing the pain just to feel love. Burning bridges just to watch a fire serve. Every breath a loaded gun I hide inside my chest. Praying for silence, but the noise won't. Chasing the pain just to feel love. Burning bridges just to watch a fire serve. Swallow me whole, stop the fires I can't contain. Wait for the end to do the pain. My daughter rise with the same old taste. Where hollow balls, when and empty space. Tell me if it's feeling black, there's a road that leads me back. Every heartbeat's out of tune while I'm underneath the moon. And I bleed in colors no one sees, cutting so deep you would not believe. I bleed in colors no one sees.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Armirage. Okay. They've been doing a few things that have been emotionally charged, some beautiful stuff that invokes emotion, both from a a metal standpoint, but also from a symphonic standpoint, a little bit of dynamics in there, a little bit of softness to go with the hardness. No, this is just straight up in your face, which, you know, sometimes you have to have that. Why? It's called balance, people. And Armorage has that balance. All right, if you're interested in this, please check out Armorage. I'll have all of their information in the description below. Of course, Timo and the guys, we absolutely love them. And with that, thank you guys so much for joining me on this. Please go to the description. Check out Armorage from Rising Empire. Rising Empire's got a lot of artists coming out that we absolutely love. This is one of them. So yeah, you can't go wrong. And with that, I appreciate everybody for coming in. And we will see you later. Bye. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this smoke ball together. We'll see you later. Nice!
Well, fuck you too.
I know, Tori. By the way, everybody used to be thinking about Tori. Her and her husband are in the Carolinas. Massive snowstorm there the last couple days. It is not looking good, so please keep your thoughts and prayers with them. It cannot be a good situation. All right, I need to find somebody to raid. Does anyone have anyone that we can raid? We got to share the love to the next channel. I need to go. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to do today, including getting all of these videos edited so I can get them posted for all of you. Does anybody have anyone that we could raid right now? I would really appreciate any help you might have about finding someone that we can raid. I see a few people on here. I see All Music. I see Johan. I see Jansen Pickle. I see Exercise playing Silent Hill 2, which we love. We love Exercise. Few other people. Does anyone have anyone? If not, we will go to one of our favorites, one of our regulars. Looking. Also, and Alexandri. What is this? Alexandri. What are they doing? He's playing some The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond. Interesting. I'll follow him. Well, I guess we could. I don't mind. Yeah, let's do that. You were the first person to mention it, Yotam, so why not? Let me bring up the channel. We might as well. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. He was the first one to say anything, so we're gonna go with his suggestion. I've never rated this person. I have no idea who they are. For all I know, they could be doing crazy stuff. It's all good for me. All right, everybody, we're going to be rating him now. I want to appreciate everyone for coming in. We will be back tomorrow filming more reactions, playing some video games. I love you all. So happy to be back. And with that, love one another. Take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mobile together. Get the hell out. Love you. Bye.